it'll come out of the hole onto my finger like this. And when it comes out onto my finger as a little lighted dot, it will goes in a zigzag direction to my finger, sort of like that, across it, and the light shines out of there. Experiments about sound, and we've got two of them. Sarah will start. Well, I've got a toothpick, and when I hit it down there, it reflects from the drum to the toothpick, and it sort of tickles your fingers when you hit it. And this is a different one. And if you hit the tuning fork and then you look through the magnifying glass and put it on the magnifying glass and you look at somebody, it goes all fuzzy. And it's because of the sound coming on to the magnifying glass and then coming off, and the sound is so fuzzy your face goes all... Vibrations travel through the water, and originally it came from Josh, but Aaron and me will just show it to you here. Well, when you take it on here and you put it in the water, all the vibrations make all the water move. There's an explosion. Science experiment is about how mirrors reflect, and I drew half of the flower, and you can see. And we made a glass box with mirrors on each corner and on each face except the front, so you can see. And if we look, and you can see a whole flower. You can see a whole flower everywhere. And if you look right down, alright, then you can see a row of whole flowers. If you look right down. My experiment was about, well, what I did really was I just had a cardboard roll and I cut two slits in big enough to fit mirrors. And after I put them in, it's a bit like a periscope, except it doesn't make you see other walls. When you look at it if you push the mirrors into directly up and you look at the mirror, that's the closest. But when you focus this, you see the thing that's coming out there, and you also see it like you're looking through the cardboard roll. And so if I was looking at the camera, I'd see Julia and Kelly at the same time. And I think that's because the light from there shines onto that mirror, which shines onto this mirror, which gives me my picture, which is from directly to the left of whatever I'm focusing on. That's all.
Experiments on light rays and what it goes through.
I'll go first. Well, when we look through the panes, you can hardly see the candle. You can only see the flame, and on the side you can see the candle, the plate, and the flame. That's all.
He's travelled around the flame, he's trying to see anything. But if you put a piece of clear white paper,
Right.
and if you use a torch and spin it around, you can get all these colours reflecting off the side of the box, red, blue and green. And if you take the torch away, you can still see, but it's a bit fainter than usual.
And with this, because the cellophane is over the mirror, so go through the cellophane, bounce off, go out and hit the side of the box. So as a normal mirror without that.
So what happened what type of sounds they were tuning for? And we thought that most of these would be the same, but none of them were the same. And she
about sound and light, and if you use, we get colours in the tree, and if you shine it on the tree, the colour comes up, and if you shine on the animals, take colours, and I told you a story about it. Well, once upon a time, there was these birds, and they were afraid of that. At night time, a wolf came out, and they heard the wolf barking. Oh! What's that? What's that? What's that? But they didn't know it was the wolf. One day, the wolf came over, and they hid, but they didn't see the wolf. Then he went down. And then they moved to the same island what the wolf was on. Then the wolf moved to their island. That's right. And they lived happily ever after.
Last minute, we just went into the classroom and we made a sundial. And when the sun comes out, you hold it up like that, and the shadow actually moves when in the way. And the shadow points to one of the numbers, so you can tell the time. Yeah, and there's one at the park in the city, and when the sun comes out, it doesn't actually work too well like this, but the shadow's pointing at here, and it's just moved to 10. And that's all.
Colour wheels. We actually got the idea from a book. That we made up some new things about that. In the book, it said that you're supposed to spin it real fast, and it goes into one big colour. It's if you spin it real fast, it sort of goes white, but not for that long. And if you spin it sort of fast, it sort of goes more purple, purpley blue. And when Kelly spins it, and I plan it, because it's spinning so fast, with that, it actually makes it move like that. And if it isn't spinning, it doesn't move so much. It doesn't move so much, because when it spins faster, it sort of makes it lighter. And it's good for frisbeeing, and when you frisbee it, it sort of leaves a trail of colour behind it. But only on a real sunny day. And that's our experiment.
It's with cardboard all put together in different ways, but with this, the sound's actually different here than in the middle. And if I have it tuning fork and I on some metal, then you have to spare it, it makes it sound like that.
Playing the tunes on the counters, you make the counters jump like this. Put them back here. That's because of vibrations and they make them jump.
Well, our experiment was about how vibrations travel and make the words stand out, and Aaron's just going to show it. Aaron and Mark.
Well, when you put this in, all the water spirits out like this. Show you.
We thought a thunderstorm would be good because it's got a lot of sounds in it, like hail.
You know how they use the boats and filling them up with water and mix them around?
Rain. We made rain by putting marbles on the ground and flicking them around. Wind.
Made when just using a whistle blowing lightly into thunder. vibrations. And you hit this one here, you can stick it on that and it makes it move.
Into experience.
The first one is bring vibrations with bell and temple. Well, when you're bang tuning fork on the bell, it will be on the side because of, I think it's because of the vibrations go onto the bell and then it's round and they don't want us to do the same vibrations. Experimental. Well, what here's how we forgot is what we do. We have this torch and it should rise and it should reflect down to the bottom. Yes, thought that. That's such a important.
Well, this is a rainbow, and there's all different colours on it, and when you stick it in the middle there, and you look at it from here, you can see the red one there, and then the orange there, and then some other mixed up colours that you can hardly tell of. It's sort of like a blackish colour.
Did an experiment with this bottle that James is holding, and when you put some water in it, it'll go higher because there'll be less room for it to go around. But if you put it like this, it'll be lower because there'll be more room for the sound to travel around. And James will show it to you.